March 17th, 2024. Daily Bread. Passage, Judges chapter 12, verse 1 to verse 15. Key verse 3. Title: Pride ruined a celebration of victory. The Ephraimite forces were called out, and they crossed over to Siphon. They said to Jephthah, "Why did you go to fight the Ammonites without calling us to go with you? We're going to burn down your house over your head." Jephthah answered, "I and my people were engaged in a great struggle with the Ammonites, and although I called, you didn't save me out of their hands. When I saw that you wouldn't help, I took my life in my hands and crossed over to fight the Ammonites, and the Lord gave me the victory over them. Now why have you come up today to fight me?" Jephthah then called together the men of Gilead and fought against Ephraim. The Gileadites struck them down because the Ephramites had said, "You Gileadites are renegades from Ephraim and Manasseh." The Gileadites captured the fords of the Jordan, leading to Ephraim, and whenever a survivor of Ephraim said, "Let me cross over," the men of Gilead asked him, "Are you an Ephraimite?" If he replied, "No," they said, "All right, say Shibboleth." If he said Sibboleth, because he could not pronounce the word correctly, they seized him and killed him at the fords of the Jordan. 42,000 Ephraimites were killed at that time. Jephthah led Israel 6 years. Then Jephthah the Gileadite died and was buried in a town in Gilead. After him, Ibzan of Bethlehem had led Israel. He had 30 sons and 30 daughters. He gave his daughters away in marriage to those outside his clan, and for his sons he brought in 30 young women as wives from outside his clan. Ibzan led Israel 7 years. Then Ibzan died and was buried in Bethlehem. After him, Elon the Zebulunite led Israel 10 years. Then Elon died and was buried in Ajalon, in the land of Zebulun. After him, Abdon son of Hillel from Pirathon led Israel. He had 40 sons and 30 grandsons, who rode on 70 donkeys. He led Israel 8 years. Then Abdon son of Hillel died and was buried at Pirathon in Ephraim, in the hill country of the Amalekites. Daily Bread Message. The Ephraimites complained again about missing out on the battle against the Ammonites. They had done this to Gideon previously. Because of their arrogance and pride, they could not rejoice with their people in the time of great victory, which God had given them. Jephthah tried the diplomatic route at first, but when the Ephraimites mocked his small clan and called them the runaways of their tribes, he called his fellow Gileadites to strike down the Ephraimites. It resulted in a civil war, killing 42,000 Ephraimites. It was a shame that the people of God fought each other instead of carrying out God's command to conquer the land. As we belong to God, let's put on the mature attitude of prioritizing the glory of God instead of losing our hearts and self-importance. After the civil war, Jephthah led Israel for 6 more years. Then the leadership was relayed to Ibzan, Elon, and Abdon. God raises the right leaders according to the time's needs. Prayer. Father, thank you for leading us according to your will. Your glory and grace are abundant despite our weaknesses. Help us to seek you and rejoice in your victory. One word, participate in God's glory.